Hey friends, it's Hope, and today I am here to do a non-spoiler book review over Reckless Magic by Rachel Higginson. Now, the author did reach out to me and asked if I would be interested in reading and reviewing the book, and after looking it up on Goodreads and seeing that I got some pretty good ratings, and then also seeing that it was free on my Kindle, I decided to go ahead and pick it up. In no way does the author reaching out to me play any part of my opinion and review of this book. I just wanted to let you know. And with that said, let's go ahead and get on with this book review. Reckless Magic is a story about a girl who has magical abilities that she does not know how to contain. And because she doesn't know how to control these elements that lie within her, she has been kicked out of multiple schools. Certain incidents have happened where she burns down the school or causes some type of disruption to get her kicked out. And because of that, Kingsley is her last shot. Eden, more than anything, wants to finish out her senior year in peace. But when a mysterious boy named Kyron enters the picture, her senior year is anything but that. Now, when I did start reading the book, the prologue definitely felt more like a YA fantasy read, but when I got into the meat of the chapters, it felt more like a YA contemporary read with some paranormal elements sprinkled within it. I want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. I want to talk about the characters, the pacing, and my overall thoughts of this book. So let's go ahead and start with the characters. Our main protagonist, Eden, who is the everyday type of girl. She is in high school. She's not overly glamorized as our protagonist. I really felt that she was easy to relate to. Eden is a bit hard-headed, and she is 100% clueless about her life and what she is able to do, which kind of drove me crazy, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But first, let's talk about Kyron. He is our main bad boy, adored by all type of character. Even the teachers in the school absolutely are infatuated with Kyron. So it's easy to say that his charming self and his good looks get him very far in life. But with that said, there is a bigger reason why everyone seems to adore Kyron that the reader finds out a little bit into the book. I personally wasn't a fan of Kyron at the beginning of the novel. I didn't see what the big fuss was about. But as I continued to read, I fell in love and became infatuated with him just like everybody else. We did have a few supporting characters, and they were just that. They added moments of seriousness and comic relief and tension between Eden and Kyron's storyline. And some of the side characters did add some depth to the story, which I did appreciate. Now let's talk about the pacing. While I was initially intrigued by the premise of the story, the first 30% of the book did seem a little slow for me. It took me a little while to really get invested in the book. I'm really glad that I usually do not DNF books, because I feel like if I was a typical DNFer, I probably would have set down the book since I really wasn't fully invested in the first third of it. But then I would have missed out on the amazing ending that it had. So with that said, if you guys do pick up this book, just know that the first third is pretty slow, and it does take a little bit to get into, but the last half was filled with action, forbidden romance, redemption, adversity, and some unlikely alliances. There were some alliances that I just did not see coming. My overall opinion of this book was a positive one. There was one element that did drive me absolute crazy, and that was the fact that our main protagonist, Eden, was kept in the dark for way too long. I felt like with her having these magical abilities, after she burnt down one school or got kicked out of one school because she was creating all these issues with her magical abilities, someone should have stepped up and been like, hey Eden, this is what's going on. But she went years with just thinking that she was purely crazy. And I think that's another reason why I felt like it kind of dragged on, because she was so clueless for a long time. And I just wanted someone to be like, hey, listen, we're just not going to skirt around the issue anymore. And this is what's been going on. Some of the best moments and best parts for me in this book was Kyron, which is so funny to say because I really didn't care for him at the beginning. But I did grow to love his character. I feel like he had a great character development throughout the novel. The reader fully doesn't know if he's trustworthy or not. And so that plays a really fun role while reading this book. And I also loved the magical elements in it. I think that throughout the series, Eden will become a much stronger character, which I'm looking forward to. And I'm also excited to see where these unlikely alliances go. I ended up up rating this book a 3.5 out of 5 stars. I think that I would have rated it a full 4-star rating if it wasn't for the slowness of the beginning of the novel, but I really did enjoy the last half. It was amazing. I'm completely in love. I cannot wait to continue on reading the series, and if you guys are interested in a YA contemporary fantasy paranormal type of read, this book may be up your alley as well. You guys may want to check out if it's still free on Kindle. I think that this is like a 6-book series. I could be wrong on that number, but I know that there are more than just a few of them. So if you end up really liking the book, then you can of course continue on with Eden and Kyron's story, and let me tell you, the ending of this book is just going to give you all the feels. So I hope you guys enjoy if you do decide to pick it up. Thank you guys so much for watching this non-spoiler book review over Reckless Magic by Rachel Higginson. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm sure I will see you soon. Bye!